Well, I want to welcome you guys to another episode of Everything is White People's Fault, where everything is white people's fault. Let's get into it.
What are white people superior at?
What exactly are white people superior at?
They're real good at violence.
Yeah, let's not go there. Please, let's not go there. Like, don't fight in a fight you can't win. You bought your stick to a bazooka fight with that remark right there. White people are better at violence. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and reserve my petty for right now. And by petty, I mean receipts. So let's go ahead and continue.
That's genocide. It's like stealing.
Did she just say?
They're real good at violence.
Genocide.
I guess we're just gonna brush over every single African. I guess we're just gonna skip over the fact that Black women have 4 times more the baby unaliving rate. I would call that a genocide. I'm not here with the sugarcoating. I'm not here with the sweetening. I'm not here with any of that. You understand me? If you ain't here for the real and raw, I'm sorry, you're in the wrong place. I don't know how you found your way over here, to be honest. Okay. Yeah, again, I have a rule of thumb in my life. If I can't win the fight, I'm not getting into it. Simple as that. If I know, unless I got to really defend myself, I'm not about to instigate some shit that I cannot finish. Simple.
It's like stealing people's lives just because they feel like it.
If you are white and you know this is happening and you say nothing, then you're a killer too.
I guess that would literally describe almost every single person who remains silent when they see, I don't know, the life of an Austin Metcalf taken in the most brutal and tragic way. And they say, they said a little more than nothing. They said that he likely deserved it. They say that because he is white, his life does not matter. So, yeah, there's that.
What exactly are white people superior at?
Insecurity, pretending,
Fear,
Pretending. We want to talk about pretending. Yeah, let's not talk about the entire putting on somebody else's entire aesthetic pretending. Because white folks do that too. As a matter of fact, all humans, unless they've done that inner work and are good with themselves and have found a level of self-respect and self-worth, but most humans play pretend, but we really want to talk about pretend. We do not want to get into straight blonde hair on melanated folk. We do not want to get into that conversation at all. We don't want to get into skin lightening creams. We don't want to get into that. We don't want to get into filters that lighten that. We don't want to do that. We don't want to talk about pretend. We don't want to talk about cake faces saturated with makeup, and in some cases, a whole new face reconstructed surgically. Yeah, we don't want to talk about that.
Fearful of nothing.
Being ignorant.
Blame.
letting their egos control their every move, superior at being dicks.
What exactly are white people superior at?
It's interesting. Yeah, I guess they have a monopoly on that one, right? Because racism doesn't exist when you are Black. You can't be racist. You can be an asshole, though.
Oppression, gaslighting,
lack of empathy,
intellectualizing,
Oh, Lord. Some of the people who go the hardest in these social justice, race issues are oftentimes, quote unquote, mixed individuals or mixed race. It's not really mixing of a race. We're a human race, but for the lack of a better term, mixed race individuals. You have everybody from the Huey P. Newtons, Angela Davises, lighter skinned. You have the Toni Morrisons. You have the J. Coles of the world, the Bob Marleys. There's always some sort of complex. Hell, Sean White or Sean King or whatever it is from the BLM scammers. Yeah, you'll look at that right there. Mix. I'm telling y'all, there's a direct correlation. Even this one right here. Lighter skinned folk feeling some type of way about themselves. that they got to go hard for the cause. Ashwagandha, Wakanda, Wakanda.
Intellectualizing oppression.
Did I say oppression?
What exactly are white people superior at?
Taking what's not there.
Taking shit.
Taking our ideas.
Taking what's not theirs. Stealing, robbing, looting. That's, them white folk can't stop looting in the name of social justice.
Gentrification.
Appropriating things that do not belong to them.
Taking over other people's cultures and making you believe that they invented it.
Oh, wow. Okay. What's the culture that was taken? I'm very curious. Somebody let me know. I'm a little miseducated, uneducated, smooth brain, tether, I guess you would say. Yeah. Okay, somebody inform me. Stealing things. It's a classic one. He said unaliving people and stealing things. That's what white people are best at. If that's not projection, I don't know what the hell is.
Maybe they're thinking of it as repurposing. It's like recycle and repurpose.
As my grandma would say, the white folk, they'll take it if you don't copyright it.
They are very...
Yeah, I bet it's just them doing that. Nobody else, no other ethnicity has ever taken ideas not theirs and copywritten first. I'm sure that has never happened ever. Black people create everything and then everybody else steals it. That's the narrative in these people's head. By the way, what is up with, how do we get this damn big? I made a video saying that, but like, damn. I mean, there's a lot of big backetry that's been taking place in this generation. It's incredible. Wow.
Destruction of land, destruction of people, destruction of humanness.
Republican, whether you're Democrat, whether you're...
Whoa. I was not expecting Barry White about a Juicy Smollett.
conservative, white people are really good at upholding white supremacy.
There's a mixed dude, by the way, likely.
How about claiming that, they are actually a whole separate race, when actually white DNA comes from the black people?
Okay, so yeah, that's hilarious to me because on the one side you want to say they're not like us, we're not the same, y'all are this, we're that, and then you also want to say in the same breath we're the originators. It's kind of like this conversation of, white people basically created slavery and, blah, 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 right? And then it turns out that the Egyptians were black people and those are the ancestors. So then I would think to myself, wait, but the Egyptians enslaved the Jewish population. Oh no, but they treated their slaves better. Really? They treated their slaves better. Beating them, separating families, literally taking their lives if they wanted to. That's actually the story of Moses, right? Moses is seeing one of his fellow Israelites having his life taken basically by Egyptian slaver. Yeah. So I don't know how much better you can get at something that is that inhumane, such as slavery in any context. But that is interesting. Thank you for informing me.
Female.
So what exactly are white people?
I'm telling you, there is a pattern here. There is a pattern.
Superior. Honey, lying, stealing, and cheating.
Manipulation.
Lying, stealing, and cheating. She must have never been in relationship with an 80-70 percentile of men who look just like her. Lying, stealing, and cheating. Interesting. Okay.
Stealing and cheating.
Manipulation.
Withholding information.
Lying. Telling.
So this is really good, actually. I'm glad I'm getting into this because it gives me even deeper insight into why it is that black people feel they're justified in racism, or I guess black Americans, right? It's not like this in every country, but in the States, the place that I know best, I have recognized that it is socially acceptable. It is okay for everybody to be racist towards white. It's even a virtue signal, an indicator of your alliedness as a white person to also hate white people. But, this kind of explains it. If you have these narratives of who white people are in your head, they steal, they pillage, they do this, they do that, and you can't even see yourself. Half of these people right here have stolen, have lied, have cheated, maybe not taken somebody's life necessarily, but definitely stolen somebody's time, which is a short form of that. So, it's interesting. I mean, she definitely if we want to talk about sins, we definitely got greed and sloth. I'm just saying. At the very least, some indulgent individuals here. And we want to talk about, morality. Let's not bring up, unfortunately, a demographic within these United States that disproportionately per capita, because we got to bring up these terms, right? Disproportionately is responsible for violent crimes. But yet the white man got you. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, sounds fair. One more time.
What exactly are white people superior at?
They're real good at
What are white people superior at?
What exactly are white people superior at?
They're real good at violence.
Violence.
Genocide. It's like stealing people's lives just because they feel like it.
If you are white and you know this is happening and you say nothing,
That brother looks like Frederick Douglass. Shout out to my brother Frederick. Love him to life.
then you're a killer too.
What exactly are white people superior at?
Insecurity? Pretending?
Fear. Being fearful of nothing. Being ignorant.
Blame.
Letting their egos control their every move. Superior at being dicks.
What exactly are white people superior at?
I bet you most of these people either have white friends or they don't really know any white people at all. And they choose not to. They choose to segregate themselves, which, if that's what you want to do, go ahead and do it. Good luck. But yeah, this has been interesting. I didn't know what to expect. I'll be honest with you. I thought, again, this was a big back convention when I saw the first two people. And I said, okay, we're along for the ride. But it turns out it's just another one of those anti-white racist videos. So thank you guys for educating the rest of us on white people. I'm sure you got them studied down to a T. And, poor black folk who just can't seem to get ahead because, white people. Yeah. Literally can't be anything else. There can't be any other reason for your failings, your shortcomings, any of that is. It's just there's one solution, one answer to everything that is terrible, and it is white folk. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Now, if you'd like to stay around, make sure to click that little subscribe button down there, or you can show some love by going to the description below and clicking on the button titled Buy Me a Coffee. Leave a little something there, or click on the Cash App. Leave a little something here. Till the next time, peace.
I fell in love with the sunshine. I fell in love with the light. I fell in love with the full moon. I fell in love with the night. I can see the light again. I can see the light. You can see the life in him illuminate the night. I know the time is taking. A 365, that's a full rotation. I see you looking up. You know them constellations. Constantly gazing like house of praises. You get to praising.